My name is Lucy. I am 35 years old. I am married. My husband's name is Patrick. He is 39 years old. Patrick and I had been married for 8 years. We did not have children. We tried for 2 years. We tried tests and appointments with doctors. It did not happen. Eventually, we stopped trying. We stopped talking about it. We told ourselves we were okay. Patrick traveled a lot for work, 3 days a week sometimes 4. Patrick said his company needed him. I believed him. I trusted him. When you marry someone, you do not doubt every sentence. You relax. I thought we were building something stable. I was wrong. One Monday afternoon, I was doing laundry. Patrick's suitcase was half open on the bed. He had just come back from a trip. I picked it up to move it. A card was inside his suitcase. It slipped out. I almost ignored it. Then I saw the front. "Happy birthday, Daddy." I froze. We do not have children. I stood there for a long time. I told myself it was a joke, maybe from a coworker's kid, maybe from a niece. I opened the card. Inside, a child's handwriting. It said, "Love you so much. Thank you for coming to my school play. Love, Noah and Lily." 2 names, 2 children. Not mine, not ours. I sat down on the floor, the card in my hands, reading it again and again. "Thank you for coming to my school play." When was the school play? Last week, Patrick said he was in meetings. I remember because I asked if we could have dinner. Patrick said no. Important meeting. Was that the school play? That night, I could not sleep. Patrick was sleeping next to me. I turned toward him. I tried to see something different in his face. Guilt, stress, fear. There was nothing, just the man I married. I lay awake, watching him sleep, wondering who he was. The next morning, the card was gone. I checked the suitcase again. I checked every pocket, every zipper. Empty. Patrick had hidden it while I was in the shower. It meant he knew. He knew I might look. He knew to be careful. I did not confront him, not yet. Instead, I searched the names online. Noah, Lily, thousands of results. Then I searched with his last name, Noah Thompson, Lily Thompson, and I saw it. A family photo posted 3 months ago on Facebook. Patrick standing beside a woman, 2 children in front of them, a boy maybe 7, a girl maybe 5. My heart stopped. I zoomed in. Same watch Patrick wears, same shoes, same jacket I bought him for Christmas. The woman's name was Carla. Her profile was public. Married, 2 kids, location 2 hours from our house, 8 years married. 8 years, the same as us. I scrolled through her photos, birthday parties, school events, holiday dinners. Patrick smiling, holding children, kissing her forehead the same way he kissed mine. I called the number listed on her profile. I said, "Hi, is this Carla?" She said, "Yes, this is." I said, "My name is Lucy. I think we are married to the same man." Silence. Then Carla laughed, not because it was funny, because it was impossible. She said, "You must be mistaken." I said, "My husband's name is Patrick Thompson. He travels for work." Carla said, "So does mine." Her voice was shaking. I said, "Does he come home on Fridays?" She said, "Yes." My legs felt weak. I said, "Does he leave Monday mornings, sometimes Sunday nights? He spends Tuesdays to Thursdays with you." Carla froze. She said, "Oh my God." The next day, we met at a cafe. I pulled out my phone and showed her wedding photos. Carla did the same. Different church, same year. Patrick married her first, 10 months before me. He married me knowing he was already a husband, already a father. I could not believe it. Carla said, "How long?" I said, 8 years. Her eyes filled with tears. Carla told me how they met at a charity event. Patrick was kind and funny. Carla said he worked hard. Patrick missed a few school events but always apologized, always brought gifts. I remembered the gifts Patrick brought me from his business trips. I felt hurt. We decided to confront him together. We waited at my house. Patrick came home at 7 p.m. He was carrying his suitcase. Patrick stopped when he saw Carla. His face turned white. His eyes moved from Carla to me. His mouth opened, but no words came out. I said, "You want to explain?" Patrick looked at Carla, then at me. He said, "I can explain." Carla said, "No, start with why." Patrick sat down on the couch. He said, "I didn't plan this." I said, "You married 2 women. That takes planning." Patrick said, "I loved you both." Carla said, "Did you lie to both of us?" He said, "Yes." I felt angry. I said, "How? How did you manage this?" Patrick said he worked in different cities. He rented 2 apartments, one near each house. Told each of us he stayed there for work. Careful lies, separate bank accounts, separate credit cards. He said it became easier over time. I said, "Which family was real?" Patrick looked at the floor. He said, "They both were." My heart broke. I thought about our dinners, the trips we took, the nights he held me and said, "You are my whole world." Now I know I was half of it. Carla began crying. She said, "What about the kids?" Patrick said, "They don't know. Please don't tell them." That was when something changed inside me. It was no longer about love or hurt. It was about character, about the kind of man who can look at his children and live a lie, who can kiss them goodnight and drive to another wife. I left the room. I needed air. Patrick followed me out. He said, "Lucy, please listen to me." I did not turn around. I said, "How many times did you kiss me after kissing her?" Patrick said nothing. That was my answer. The divorce process was long and messy. Lawyers asking questions I did not want to answer. Family who said, "We always thought something was wrong, but never said anything." The children found out. Carla told them the truth. She was sitting with them on a bench. Noah was crying. Lily was holding her hand. Carla was strong, stronger than I thought. Noah asked, "Does this mean Dad doesn't love us?" I could not hear Carla's answer, but that question stayed with me because I asked myself the same thing. Did Patrick love us, or did he love the feeling of having 2 homes to run to? Months passed. The anger cooled. I understood something. He did not build 2 families because he loved us. He built 2 families because he feared being alone. So he chose both and lost both. I do not hate Carla. We speak sometimes, not as friends, but as two women who lived the same lie. We remind each other that we were not foolish. We were trusting. I used to think betrayal was loud, dramatic. It's not. Sometimes it's quiet, organized. Sometimes betrayal looks like a man coming home smiling, kissing your forehead, and asking what's for dinner. I was married for 8 years, but I was not the only wife. He had another family, and losing him did not break me. Because love is not proven by how often someone comes home. It's proven by whether they ever left, and he was never fully there to begin with. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.